I can bring you something else.
Hi, Cheryl. Hi, guys. Hi, Judy and Susan. And Susan. And Diana. Nice. Kay is there and Cheryl. Oh, this is so nice. Welcome to the beach.
I don't use Zoom. I'm trying to figure it out.
You're trying to, Cheryl, you are figuring it out. You've got it going, girl.
Yeah,
this is wonderful. I'm just going to see if I can close this window here. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to put this on gallery here. Good. And let's see. We can leave it on unmuted because if you came onto Zoom, it means you can talk to me if you got a question or something. That's fine. So welcome to Cape May Point. We're at the beach. I'm here with my friend, Freddie the Fish, and we're on my deck. So we'll have a lot of fun. I'm using 2 devices today. So I got my phone going and my laptop, which means I don't have any music because I don't have another device. So, but we've got the cicadas in the background, so that's good. So let's start just stretching a little bit. Just sweep your arms up here. Just inhale and then exhale your arms down. And do it again. So those of you on Zoom, this is recording. So you can go back there, and if you have to leave the meeting or something, or you just want to see it another time, you can do that. And of course, I always record the Instagram TV one. So let's bring the arms up and keep them up this time. And you're just going to take one arm down and then slide the opposite arm down your leg there. We're just stretching out the side. So we're listening to these cicadas here. They get really loud. And apparently the cycle is every 17 years. I'm not quite sure. Something like that. But they're amazing. So off to the other side. The air down here is nice, a little muggy, but it's okay. Arms are up and then release your arms down. Let's do a shoulder shrug. Just move the shoulders around. This is my first time away since March. I hope you guys have gotten away a little bit. And let's do just one shoulder. I was packing the car and pulled something in my shoulder, and you'll know how that is. A couple more of these. All right, and then your arms are around behind you, and you're going to interlace your fingers. If your arms allow themselves to go straight, you'll do that. If you can lift your hands away from your hips, you'll do that. Keep your heart lifting, breathing right here. Now press into your feet. If you want to lift your chin a lot and that feels good, do it. Make sure your breathing is nice and deep. 2 more breaths. And 1 more. And release that there. Shake it out. So I don't know how many people are, if anybody, I just have to double check because this has a waiting room. I don't think anybody is waiting in the waiting room. Let me just check. I think it's okay. All right. You can see how this is all a work in progress, right? So your feet are wide and your hands are on your thighs. And we do that cat and cow thing. So stick out your tailbone. Inhale here, open your heart. Exhale, pull your belly up. Round your shoulders. Inhaling here. And exhale. 1 more just like that. Nice. So the Zoom is nice because I can see you guys on Zoom. That's really good. Okay, stop there in the center. You're going to press into one hand, lock out that elbow, and look up and off to the opposite direction. Your gaze is going up towards the ceiling there. You're going to really stick out your hip and come back on center. Let's go to the other side. So you're locking that elbow, taking a full twist here. Bring it back to center. Now your fingers are going to go down to the ground. So you'll go out of camera frame, but that's fine. So your hands are down and just shift your weight from one foot to the other. Shift your hips from side to side. You should be feeling the inner edges of your legs, your inseam and all that. Leave one hand under your face, lift the other arm up. Take it as wide as you can, as big as you can, even past 12 o'clock up there. And bring that arm down. Let's go to the other side. Take another inhale and bring that hand down. Walk your hands up the legs. Your toes are pointed out away from each other, so float up to your full height. And we're just going to bend into one knee and then the other. So you want to definitely have your feet wide. I brought my travel mat down here, and the travel mat is very thin. It's so thin you can fold it up like a blanket. Not quite as sticky as I wanted it to be, but it's pretty good. It's better than nothing. So one to the other. And then let's just, as we go slow, we're going to add the arms. All right. Just to the midline. Stop it right in the middle. 2 and 1. And then overhead. So windmill arms. Just to get big, big movement going. Nice. 2 and 1. And then forward again. And 6 and 5. It's 4, 3, 2, 1. Now windmill, last time. Here we go. And 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come back to center, arms down. And then we're just going to do the thing where feet are stationary, but you're just going to sweep around side to side. So your arms just kind of follow around like cooked spaghetti. One side to the other. So while you're starting here the first 5 minutes, there are a few things going on. You're kind of assessing what level of energy you have this morning, whether you've got an extra store of energy. You're checking that all your body parts are there and that you're feeling pretty good, hopefully. Start to slow it down. And you just get the heart going a little bit. Okay, there we go. Now, we're going to go down. So your feet are wide. And your knees, when you go down, make sure your knees are right over your ankles and then up. So we're just going to go down and up. I want you to dig into your heels to press up. So dig in. That's it. Press down. So we'll do a fair number of these today. We'll add weights. Just a couple more of these. And then let's do a little standing balance. So let's stand up and remain standing, okay? So let's just do a tree. I know we don't usually do a tree in this class. Let's just do a tree. You can put your foot wherever you want to put it. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can do this one here. All right, let's bring the arms up. So the eyes are nice and steady. So press into the four corners of that standing foot. Deal with the vibration. So all that shaking is your proprioception. That's there for a reason. That helps you balance. For 4, 3, 2, and let's bring that down. So we go to the other side. If you have a good side and a bad side, you know all about it, right? So this is my bad side. So I'm just going to hang out here. And you're standing up as tall as you can. Your navel's drawing in, your ribs are tucking in, your breath is nice and full and even. For 4, 3, 2, and bring that down. Shake the legs out. You've got a ball, right? Maybe you've got a ball. If you have a ball, let's put the ball right underneath one of your feet. Okay, so your weight is in your opposite foot, and you're going to put your toes on top of that ball. So you're really unsteady here, right? And you're going to take the ball, you're going to roll it forward, it's on your heel, and bring it back as far as you can. Take it forward. So it's just another way of balancing, but every time we add movement to balance, it kind of ups the ante. So that's good. If this is way too easy, close your eyes. Couple more of these. Here's our last one. It's good when you close your eyes, you really feel all the muscles that are doing this balancing. Let's stop right there. Let's go to the other side. So you've got it underneath the balls and the metatarsal there, okay? So let's take the ball forward and back. So I think we did this about 6 times. Same deal. If it's too easy, close your eyes. There's always a way to make things more challenging. Maybe we need to do more warm up because you guys did not walk up the 2 flights of stairs to the 3rd floor, right, Cheryl? Usually we arrive. Yeah, we arrive huffing and puffing. 2 more. And again. Okay, that's good. So a little balance there. Let's take that ball, put it right between your thighs. So we're gonna wake up the muscles inside there. Okay. Your ankles are right underneath your knees. So just double check that. And of course your feet are parallel. People have all kinds of weird turnouts and turn ins. So when, it's your particular body. So let's squeeze that using your adductor muscles and then release it. So the ball is still an oval now because you've got your bones pressing into it. Press more. Now you feel the muscles. Can you lift the pelvic floor? We're doing this real slow. And let's release it. So that's your exhale. Inhale, draw the pelvic floor up, pull the belly in, keep the ribs knitted in, and release. So I start to take it for granted that, so we just keep going there, that everybody can do this, but that's actually not so easy. And as you know, there was a woman who specializes, she's a physical therapist, she specializes in the pelvic floor, Kelly Keene. She came into the club last year and she talked to us about pelvic floor issues, and that was really fascinating. We had a full class. I think it was over 40 people or something. Let's do a couple more.
Oh, yeah. I had it. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Who's talking? I can't see who it is. I don't see a picture. I only see, and I don't see a name either.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to release that, okay? Let's take the ball out. So I'm just going to tap my screen here. So we'll come back to the ball. Don't have it far away. There we go. So it's K. Good, good. All right. So let's get into the pot, okay? So when I came down here, when I came down here, of course, I didn't bring my cast iron pot. And there is no cast iron pot. I don't think they exist at the shore. But I found some Farberware. So we've got that. Okay. So maybe you've got your pot too. For weights, we've got mixer and a lot of vodka. Almost full. We haven't killed the bottle yet. So let's get to work. Take the feet wide. Toes are turned out. The pot's just hanging there. You're going to go down for 2. Press into your heels. Come on up. That's it. Down and up. If you can find something heavier, go for it. I couldn't find anything heavier here. Oh, yeah. Down and up. Woo. Okay. Now, down and up. Stay up. Actually, let's go down again. Stay down. Lift both heels. All right, so we're layering that balance in. We're going to go down and up. So just 1 count, down and up. Your eyes are steady. Your breath is smooth. Heels are as high as you can get them. Yeah. Just 8 more. And 7. It's 6. And 5. It's 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your heels down. I'm going to put that pot down. So I don't have the hand weights here, but you guys do. Bring your arms up around your ears. Now, the ceiling fan is very low. I just chopped my hands. Okay, so your arms are up. Now, bring your arms up and your shoulders up. So you're going to feel on your upper back, your shoulder blades are coming up too. Now I want you to sink the shoulder blades and sink the shoulders and draw your humerus bone, your upper arm bone, into the socket. Let's do that again. So bring it up. So all this is super mobile up here. That's the way you're designed. And pull down your arm bones. You're really attaching them into your body here. So we're going to do a warrior three variation, okay? Put your arms down, shake it out. You may have weights in each hand. These bottles are a little too big for me, so I'm going to do without that. But it's a warrior three. That's the alignment, okay? Let's come into one of the feet. You're going to tip forward. Means your back leg is coming up. Your upper arms stay around the ears. Bring one arm back. Now let's sweep the arms past each other very slowly. Keep the eyes at one spot. Make this really nice and smooth. Good. Good. When that arm comes forward, make sure it goes up around your ear. It's out of your peripheral vision. And when it goes back, it goes really high. We're in our last round here. 2 and 1. Okay, let's stand on up. Let's shake the arms out. Shake, shake, shake. All right, good. Other side, folks. Here we go, warrior three with weights. So some of you guys know exactly how to square your hips up. That means the hip on the lifted leg is not curling up towards the ceiling. Both hip points are facing the floor as one arm comes back, and you sweep the arms past each other. Good. Sometimes I forget to keep my eyes steady, and then I get very shaky. All right, 3. It's 2 and 1. Good, come on up. Shake it out again. Let's work through the feet a little bit. So you're going to curl your toes underneath. All right, you're curling your toes underneath and pressing onto the front of the toe, you know, where the nail polish goes. All right, let's do the other foot. Curl it underneath. Okay, so your feet are hip width distance apart. Just keep in mind, my lady friends, because there are no guys in this class today, that when I say hip width, it's not the outer edge of your hip. It's not the outer bone there. It's not the greater trochanter. It's the vertical line coming up from your femur. That's hip width, okay? Let's lift the heels. Super high, drop them down. Now bring the weight into your heels, lift the toes up. You'll be rocking back. We're moving and balancing at the same time because that's a lot of what we do in this class. Heels are down. A lot of things that look easy to do, but aren't really actually so easy to do. Lift it up. Lift the toes. So my Hoopster friends, I'm going to be teaching a class live from here tomorrow on Instagram at 2 o'clock. So feel free to show up. Lift your heels, drop your heels, lift your toes. Maybe I'll put it on Zoom too, why not? But it won't be on the club channel, it's not a club class. So it would be my number. One more time. And lift the toes, good. Very nice. Let's take our ball again. We're gonna do more ball work here because that's so good. That instability is so good. I brought a smaller ball. We'll see if it works. And let's just have it in front of you. Actually, bend your elbows. So, right, bend your elbows there. Your palms are flat. I want you to squeeze that in. Keep the elbows down. All right, you can feel your pecs here. Can you feel your pecs? Feel the upper chest? Yes. All right, so this is going to be easier for most of you than taking your arms straight out, doing the same thing. Ooh, isn't that different? That's different. Okay, we're still using the pecs here. It's a little more work. 6 and 5. We're going to stop and hold it in. 2, bring it in. It's isometric. Now I want you to press your upper arms towards each other, elbows, forearms, everything. Don't let the shoulders rise. Lift your heels. for 10, 9, press more, 8, go higher, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release that down. I'm going to shake my arms out. That's a little different. So we're going to use the wall now. My wall is a bit of a challenge because I've got board here. Don't know what that's called. The kind you have on cottages and sticks out a little bit. So I don't know if the rolling thing is going to work. Let's find out. So we have a ball in the lower back. We're doing our wall sit, right? In the absence of a wall, you just come into, or a ball, you come into a chair. So my mat is good. It's not slipping at all. Very nice. Let's go down. You're never going to have your hips lower than your knees, okay? So that's just a safety thing. So let's come into that. Go down as far as you can tolerate. Good. I see you sideways there, Cheryl. That's good. Let's go down an inch and up. Good. I do like this Zoom thing. It's so nice to be able to at least see you. Yeah. So keep the ribs tucked in. Good. So let's layer on now. So you can stay right here with both heels on the ground, or you can lift your left heel. Don't let the left hip hike up. Down and up. So this works. Woo. Last round here. Good. Stay low. Drop that heel. Go onto your other heel. Good. Nice. Oh boy. Last set. It's 8, 7, 6. So unilateral work is really great. When you're working just one side of the body, it highlights where you need to maybe do a little extra work. Stop here. Put both heels down to straighten your legs for a moment. Don't come all the way up. Woo. Okay. Going back down. Back down. Come into that human chair again. Now lift both heels. Keep them high. Down and up. So it's a micro movement and there is zero bouncing. So you can't rely on that bounce to get you back up again. It's all strength work. Very nice. Last set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Prepare to stay low. You're low for 8. Go lower. Lift your heels higher. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Heels are down. Straighten your legs. Now lean back against the wall. Oh, yeah. Very nice. We'll do a standing figure 4. So that's where you've got your ankle on your knee. You can do this as a balance. You can do this as a low squat. You can hold onto a chair here. What you want is to try to get, you're feeling a stretch in the outer edges of your hips here. Your standing leg is nice and strong. Good. Let's rise on up. Okay, we're going to sweep that same leg around behind you, doing that bow posture. So the knee is facing the floor. The opposite hand is on the wall, or it's in a dancer's version, or both hands are on the foot, and you're taking that leg back in space. Try not to lock out the knee on the standing leg for 4, 3, 2, and let's come up. Other side. I haven't been introducing very much new stuff because I think it's harder to get virtually. You know, it kind of makes sense to stick with what we've been doing all along. That feels really good in the hips. I know some of you guys can squat really low and put your hands on the floor. So go for it. And let's come on up. Let's sweep that leg behind you now. There we go. So that knee on almost everybody wants to go out to the side. How about pointing that knee towards the floor so there's no space between the thighs, and come into your version as you tilt forward. So that's going to give your quads a really big, lovely, wonderful stretch. 3, 2, 1. And gently let that go. Very nice. Take it out. We're going to come to the floor. I just have to see if so you can see on Instagram, there's enough of the floor showing. I think I want to get a little more floor in there on my, hang on guys, I'm going to change the Zoom camera a little bit. Here we go. I'm going to see if I can tilt that down. Yeah. Oh, it worked. How about that? That's good. So I want you to be able to see the floor thing here. Good. So let's see if we can come down to hands and knees. And then we're going to work into a squat. So at home, you probably have blocks, something like that. Ways to manage this is your heels can you get your heels on the ground? That's the question. So if the feet are pretty close to each other, that makes it very challenging. But if you bring your feet wider, chances are the heels will at least get closer to the ground. So this shouldn't bother your knee. I don't want it to bother your knees. If it does, you put some blocks underneath your hips. So you're just going to manage your own version of this. And then we're just going to see about balancing here. So if you can, put your elbows, yes, on the inside of your knees. Press your hands together here. Drop your tailbone. Even feel like you're pulling your tailbone forward a little bit without having to fall backwards, right? You're letting your hips feel heavy, and your elbows are pressing into the inner knee. Can you take your knees wider? Very nice. We'll be here for 8. Can you kind of relax into this? 7, 6, and 5. It's 4, 3, 2. Well, that's usually a killer for me, but it feels good today. I don't know. That's good. Okay, let's come out of that. Let's straighten the legs out. Let's go into our Pilates work. In familiar territory here, we're going to take the legs out. Nice long legs. We have our parenthesis arms. So the legs are together, they're straight out. You're going to turn to one side, exhale, exhale. Inhale as you come right through your midline, exhale, exhale to the other side. And we're going to continue doing that. Do not let your hips shift. So I'm right behind you. I have my hands on your hips, and I'm holding your hips in place. They're not shifting from one side to the other. Very nice. So your chin is in line with your heart. So I don't want you yanking your neck around. Notice where you feel this. So the more you do this kind of work, this Pilates work, you start to get very specific about the part of your spine where you really feel things. So for me, it really is right there at that horizontal where my navel is. But you might be feeling it more in the rib cage. Last one here. Back on center, release it down. So when you're in one of these schools, whether it's a yoga school or Pilates school and all that, the teacher always tells you what the targeted area is. But as a teacher, I've discovered that usually for most of us, is where our weak link is. That's where we're feeling it. Let's turn to one side. Pull your belly back. Round it forward. So you're getting really round in the upper back here. Lean forward. Slice off your toe. Come on up. Off to the other side. Nice. So it's a push-pull. Pushing the arm forward and pulling the navel back. Nice. We won't do a million of these. Again. Just one more on each side. Good. Okay, I'm going to come into, and you're going to come into a plank. So let's find our plank. So here we are, up on your hands. Now, all modifications are legit, right? So you do what you want to do. Forearms can be a good option. Let's come into it. We're going to move the legs today here. So I'm going to take my leg out to the side, left leg out, back to center. Opposite leg out, back to center. So let's keep moving there. The object is to not let the hips bounce around. So imagine you've got a cup of iced tea on your low back there. Not allowed to spill it. All right, just 15 more seconds. It's 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Put your knees down. Little cat and cow or whatever you like here. Just release that. Woo. Lift it. Take your hand here and just pull the fingers down so the arm is straight out. And you're pulling the palm towards you. That always feels good after you've done anything like a plank. Let's do the other side. Good. All right. If you have hand weights, you're going to get them. Your ball's going to go between your thighs, between your knees, actually. And your inner ball of the big toe is pressing down to the ground. That's like the magic. That's the key, little key to this posture. That's what keeps it strong all the way up your midline. From your inner foot all the way up to your collarbones. You're zipping the mid-body up, right and left. Okay, so squeeze that ball. Lean back. If you have the weights, you're going to pull one back, right? And then bring it forward. So one arm out at a time, and you're going to turn in that direction. So you're following your thumb as it comes back beside you. If this is too easy, I want you to take your back further down towards the mat. You're still just behind your sit bones, though. Now, can you press down in the ball of your big toe? Really commit to that. You're going to fire up your inner thighs, your inner knees, your calves, your arches. It's like your arches are pressing down into the ground. We're almost there. 2. Last one here. Oh, yeah. Come on up. Oh, hopefully that felt good. All right, sitting cat and cow. Can we do sitting cat and cow? We do it in almost every shape. Yeah. So round yourself here. Now just lift your chest. If this feels really bad on your legs, you bend your knee. And then again, it does feel very nice. One more time. Really good. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to lie down. Keep your stuff nearby. Just checking to see I'm in frame here. All right. Hey, Cheryl, I'm going to change the camera angle because it's too weird. I'm just going to flip it.
It looks
I'm
fun.
learning how to do this. Here we go. Let's see if this works better. Since I'm going to be down on the ground, I think that works better. Okay. All right. So,
Yeah.
you're
Good.
on your back. You're going to pull your knees in. Yeah, I can see you better too. That's great. Okay. So pull your knees in. Go right and left. So the rest of you guys on Instagram, if you want to do the Zoom thing, we can talk to each other. It makes it more like a party. So your feet up towards the ceiling. And I want you to flex your ankles, right? So the toes pull towards the knee, and then point your toes. Flex it, and point. Flex, point. Now come to neutral. Let's rotate the ankles. Rotate, rotate, rotate. And then take it in the opposite direction. Good. Pull your knees into your chest again. And now find your tabletop legs. So there you are, shins parallel with the ceiling of the floor. We're going to do our marching count of 4. One leg goes down. 4, 3, knit the ribs in, tap it, bring it up, very slow, and switch. Here we go. Tap and up. So if you're not feeling so strong there today, you don't bring your leg all the way down to the ground. You just stop. Because having your neutral spine is way more important. The work we do is all about process. It's not about how many push-ups you can do. Keep that going. So I sometimes like to put my hands right there on my abdomen. Make sure that my abdomen's not pooching up. That can happen with abdominal muscles. What you're doing is you're sucking it down towards the floor. Let's do one more on each side. And very nice. Pull your knees in, that flattens out your lumbar, and that feels really nice. Ah, good. You're gonna lift your head, lift your shoulders, tabletop legs, right? So that's the cervical nod on the upper part of the body. Let's do single leg, okay? Here we go. Other leg goes straight and long. Reach with your toes, get really long. Again, nice and slow, really controlled. And 2, and 1. Let's go right into doubles, 3 sets, both knees in. Let's do it. Sweep it around and in, nose to knee. Sweep it around and in. Last one. And put your head down. Take an inhale. Exhale. Here, legs come up towards the ceiling. Cervical nod again. Hands slide up the back of the leg. Here we go. Exhale, exhale. There we go. In 5. It's 4, 3, 2. Last one here. And put your head down. Take an inhale. Let's take a happy baby. Baby is very, very happy. Let's do the one where we balance the ball on the shins, okay? So you take that guy, put him right there below your knees. Oh, they're beautiful butterflies down here. The monarch butterflies are incredible. Anyway, you got your head up. Let's extend the legs out and bring it back. 6 of these. That was 6. Here we are. 5. Balancing that ball. And 4. 3. And 2. Last one here. Woo! Okay. Good job, everybody. Take the ball away. Just lift your hips for a nice stretch. Shift the weight back onto your shoulders. Feet are wide. Everything is relaxed. And your legs are super strong here. This isn't even work right here. Go really high. Can you lift your heels as well? Float your hips higher. Now, with your heels still up. Hips up. Now we're going to drop the heels, but don't let the hips move. Oh, if anything, you're pressing up more. And float it all down. Very nice. Okay. Nice and comfy in the spine here. Let's do our crisscross. I did not forget it. Okay. Hands behind the head. Here we are. Navel is pulled in. Here we go. 6. And 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. And put your feet down. Ah, that felt so good. All right, let's see. Where will we go here? Let's go right into putting our hips on the ball. All right, so underneath the tailbone. This is a smaller ball than I'm used to. Kind of interesting. Find your tabletop legs. Find your balance here. So we're just gonna, this is just to find our balance. Bring your feet up. Put your hands on your abs. We're finding stillness here. Let your ribs sink even more into the floor. Low back, closer to the floor. I hope this feels good. It should feel good. Not everything has to feel like work. All right. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Let's put the feet down. Lift your hips up. Roll to the side. Come up to sit. We're going to do our tricep work here. So I'm going to do reverse tabletop. If you want to put your weights in your right hand. We're just going to do, let's do 2 sets of 8 on each side, okay? So find your full tabletop. There we go. That's 8, 7, and 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. If you have your weight, switch to your other hand. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. Let's do an easy forward fold here, gang. Nice. Woo. Beautiful. Sit on up. Just gonna get my hair off me. Suddenly it's sticky. All right. So you're gonna be bending your knees, pulling your feet up, having your hands behind your thighs. So this is like level 1, right? You can do this completely assisted. Try not to cave your chest. The chest is lifted and open and the shoulders are dropping down. You can release your hands. You can straighten your legs. Let's stay right here. So you got 3 sets of 8, 7, 6. 8, 7, 6. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit on up. Nice. So we're not doing a million reps today. Let's do our hip circles here. So last time, this was Friday, right? We did the pendulum legs, okay? Where it just goes side to side on a low plane. Today we're gonna do the one where your legs do a big oval, okay? So I'm gonna put, that ball's gonna go between your ankles or your feet. I'm gonna be on my elbows behind me. So it's a really beautiful picture. Let's go off to one side. So all the weight, notice the weight goes onto that hip. Skim it over the floor as it comes down. Can you get really deep into your obliques and then change your direction? Change it, bring it around, skim over the floor, and up. So you just keep drawing that oddly shaped circle. Yes. Whew. All right, this is only 3. Feels like more. All right, here's our last one, because I can't handle it. All right. I lost that ball. All right. Guys, you're good. Let's just do a little stretch here. Take your feet wide, you're seated. Take that ball and just roll it out. Roll it out. Now let this feel like a stretch. Ah. Good. Okay, come on up. So we're going to find a plank. And you're going to have your feet 8 inches apart. So this is the one where we kind of go from side to side. Okay. See if I have enough space to do this here. Okay. So find your plank. Your feet are not together, 8 inches apart. Drop both heels off to one side. Now you're facing off to the side. Lift that arm up to the ceiling. Bring it down. We're going slow. So let's count 4, 3, 2. The hand is up. Bring it down. 4, 3, 2. Heels are up. Go from side to side. That's our pace. Nice and slow. Beautiful. Keep going. Woo! Let's do one more on each side. Last one. Ah, hand down. Cat and cow. Woo! If you have weights, you can put them on your chest, right? What we call Tutankhamun arms. You don't have to see my head for this to work. I am going to put the ball between my thighs because that really helps me remember to recruit all my muscles from the hips on down, especially the glutes. Boy, you can really feel that there. So let's bring it back. You're in a flat line here and inhale yourself back up. We have 8 of these. This is 7. It's 6. and 5, 4, it's 3, 2, and then of course you have to stay back there on the last one, right? Yeah. Go back. And 1. Stay there for 8. Squeeze your butt. 7, 6. Go back further. 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on up. Good job. Take that ball out. Let's sit on down. Now, we've arrived at slinky time, okay? So you guys all know what that means. You turn your spine into a slinky. You're gonna lie on back. Here we go. You're gonna lift only your tailbone. Only your tailbone. Navel pulls down. Now release it. Let your tailbone point towards the floor. You'll notice your low back pops up a little bit. Let's do it again. So you're rolling through your hips here. Let the tailbone be heavy. One more of them. Tailbone is heavy. Now we're going to add on, right? So lift your tailbone. Lift your sacrum. Keep the lumbar pressing down. Drop your sacrum. Drop your tailbone. Heavy tailbone. Lift the tailbone and the hips. And drop it down. We'll do one more then. Tailbone, hips, and back down. Going larger. Tailbone, hips, lumbar, but your ribs are fully integrated into your mat. Drop the lumbar, the hips, the tailbone. 2 more like that. So this feels great. Here you are, the human slinky. Nice and fluid, flexible. All right, you're only as healthy as your spine. Tailbone is heavy. Now find neutral. Your feet are still flat on the floor, so there's that slight lift in your low back. This is the shape we're meant to have. Let's reach over. Can you grab your ball from here? And you're going to take your hips up. Put the ball right underneath your tailbone. Now, put your hands on the front of your rib cage, and I want you to press down on the rib cage, and then maybe even bring your hands around behind you. Can you get all your ribs on the floor? If your ball is huge, you can't. But if you have a good-sized ball, you should be able to get almost all of them on the floor. Okay, here comes the challenge. Lift one leg to tabletop. Lift the other leg to tabletop. Lift your arms up. So you're just reaching up towards the ceiling. Let's take the legs up towards the ceiling too. Now your feet are going to be still. The work is pulling your abdominals towards the floor, drawing the pelvic floor up into the abdominal cavity. It does move a little bit with every breath, just like your upper diaphragm. So it's a muscle, but it's not a hard muscle. For 10, 9, can you get more still? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good job. Okay, let's build from here. Lift your head, lift your shoulders. Your arms are off the floor. So you're noticing that your ribs are attached to the floor. No other part of your body is. Bring your legs to tabletop. Let's do our single leg right here. Just set to 4. Here, bring it in. 4. Slow, slow. 3. It's 2. And 1. And yes, we will do 2 sets of doubles. So start with both knees bent. Sweep your arms wide. And in. And out. And in. Put your head down. Take a breather here. Inhale as the legs come up. So your legs are straight here. Toes above the hips. Once again, cervical nod. Sets of 4. Drop one leg. 4. And 3. I don't even have to tell you not to rush because you can't rush here. And 2. And 1. Head down. Take an inhale. Exhale. So we're only going to do 4 crisscross, but they're a challenge on the ball. Okay, here we go. Hold your head, lift your head. Here we go. 4. And 3. It's 2. And your last one. And put your head down. Put your feet down. Oh, that feels good. Let's just hang out here with the feet flat. Woo. It's a little too early for your starfish. So we're going to not do that right now. We'll do that in a little bit. Let's lift the hips up. Take the ball out. Let's go into the side. Doesn't matter what side. Just find one side. And we'll do a little sideline work. I've got a 30-degree bend right there at my hip socket. Right? Try to get on the outer edge of your hip. So if you had an x-ray going through, the bones on your left side would balance out the bones on the right. Okay? Everything would be perfectly aligned. So you're not dropping the hips back or forward. Lift the upper leg 5 inches. Sweep it forward on that plane and sweep it back. Forward and back. 2. And 1. Good. Stack them. Turn the knee towards the ceiling. You're going to float the foot up the leg. Now straighten the leg. Make that heel longer than the other. 4. Well, that was 5. And this is 4. And 3. I'm trying to not let my waist drop, the lower waist. 2. And 1. Do we have the energy for hot potato? Yes, we do. Here we go. Forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 5. 2, 1, and 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, and 1. Good. Bend the upper knee. Put that foot flat, tie up to that hip as you can. Lift the lower leg. We're doing circles. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Put your legs down. Now go into one line here. There's no bend anywhere along there. Your upper hand's going to be on the floor. Tilt your hips forward until you feel uncomfortable. Lower leg lifts the upper leg up and down. Check your balance. Can you lift your hand up or are you shaking? If you're shaking, you're doing it correctly. 2 and 1. Leave it up there. Lower leg goes down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flutter kick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then your cross country. Ooh, have to go real slow there. 2 and 1. Nice. Let's switch to the other side really fast. The clock's a ticking. Okay. So you've got that 30-degree bend right at your hips. There we go. Upper leg forward. 6 and 5. It's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Turn the knee to the ceiling. It's 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right. And our hot potato here. So forwards. 5, 4, 2, 1, and back. 3, 2, 1. Forward. 4, 3. Back. 2, 1. Forward. 3, 2, 1. Back. 3, 2, 1. Forward. 2, 1. Back. 2, 1. Forward. 1. Back. 1. Excellent. Bend that upper knee. Point the lower toe. Here we go. Circle. 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. Other way. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Okay. One line here. Upper hand forward. Balance, balance, balance. Let the lower leg lift the upper leg and back down. Trying to squeeze any air out from between your legs. 3, 2, 1. Keep them up. Oh, I think I forgot this on the other side, didn't I? Down and up. Oh, well. 3,
You did?
2, 1. Yes. Flutter kick. Maybe you
No,
guys
we did
caught
it.
me there.
We did it.
I did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you did it.
Oh, okay. 3, 2, 1, and cross country. Woo, that's hard. Okay. Now, we got to squeeze this in. Get your ball. Go on your back. Lift your hips up here. Tailbone on the ball. You know where we're going. Lazy starfish right here. So you're going to get a minute and a half of this wonderful stretching. Woo! Another half minute here. And 5, 4, 3, 2. And walk your feet back. Take that ball out, come up to sit. We've got our mermaid coming up. We have enough time for that. Good. So your legs are off to one side. You've got an object in your hand on the other side. Let's bring it over. Reach it over here. And let's roll it out. Oh, yeah. And bring it up. And over. And roll it out. And up. Bring it out. Now we'll add on, sweep the other arm around and roll it out. Stay long, long, long in your spine. Your spine is the longest it's been. For 3, for 2, for 1. Bring it on up. Sweep it around. Here we go. Up and over. And you're going to roll it out. And again. Good. Well, it's nice seeing all you guys here. It's amazing. Yeah. It's really a pleasure. Okay, take it out. This is the one where we're going to add the twist. Press it out. Very, very nice. Come around and just sit. You can have your legs out. You can have your ankles crossed here. Right? You're going to bring your hands in front of you. Just lean forward any way you want. You're just stretching out the back body. Any version of this that you like. And let's come on up. Put your hands behind you. Lift your chest. Good. Good, good, good. Okay, now rise on up here. Okay, we're going to inhale here and exhale. Inhale. I will be teaching on Friday, and it's on just Instagram. So come to Instagram on Friday. Bring it on up because it's not a club thing on Friday. Okay? So I'll see you guys. Have a wonderful week.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining me.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye.